The crypto craze is in full swing and it's not going away anytime soon. Blockchain technology, which powers cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, will have a profound impact on many industries in the coming years. Some industries will be disrupted while others may benefit from the technology. In retail, blockchain is already disrupting antiquated businesses like banking and real estate transactions. Blockchain could have an impact on many industries across the board with its ability to process transactions faster and cheaper than traditional methods. The shift from traditional to digital will also enable new types of organizations. Instead of being accountable to a government or shareholder, blockchain-based companies can be run by a group of stakeholders themselves. The changing nature of the digital ecosystem will allow traditional industries and newcomers to coexist and compete in an ever-changing landscape. The digital environment is constantly changing and transforming the way traditional industries operate. The marketplace has brought about the rise of disruptive technologies that are creating new opportunities for business models such as e-commerce, mobility, data analytics, and artificial intelligence. This is leading to a merger between old and new industries in which new players can coexist with traditional ones. For example, a hotel chain can still exist alongside Airbnb. The development of the World Wide Web may be traced back to this original version of the Internet. It is described as a read-only web experience. Web pages that are powered by HTML, HTTP, and URL technology can be read by users. There are no search engines, and the experience is very decentralized. Web 1.0 information is static and hyperlinked together instead. The user's involvement in Web 1.0, also known as the syntactic web, is constrained. Web 2.0, the second generation of the Internet, is often referred to as the read-write web or the social web since it makes it easier for users to engage with websites. Web 2.0 users can view and publish information on websites and applications and share it between websites thanks to mobile, social networks, and cloud technology. The majority of the user data related to Web 2.0 is owned by a small number of large internet corporations, including Meta, YouTube, and Twitter. These tech powerhouses have a very centralized data structure. The demand for Web 3.0 is being driven by the concentration of data and power and the commercialization of users. Web 3.0 uses blockchain technology, is extremely decentralized, and is powered by machine learning and artificial intelligence. Real-world human communication is the end consequence. Users maintain ownership of their data and content and have the option to sell or trade it without jeopardizing their privacy or relying on third parties. Users can log into a website using this business model without having their online identity traced. A unified world has been produced by globalization. However, as the world and technology develop, the Internet is becoming less globally interconnected. The Internet will develop into a patchwork of weakly interconnected networks without a central authority. The network effect is another name for this phenomenon. These networks' most prominent examples are Facebook, WhatsApp, Google, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube. Networks come in a variety of forms. Structural networks are large institutions that have a physical location and follow an organizational structure. Social networks, religious institutions, the Internet, and military networks are a few examples of structural networks. Hierarchical or flat structural networks are both possible. A social network is a group of individuals with similar interests. Web 3 would cause the Internet to fragment into millions of tiny, blockchain-managed internets rather than dividing it up along state lines. This will make access constraints or centralized control of the Internet more challenging by decentralizing its ownership and distributing that ownership around the globe via blockchain. The bulk of people are still unfamiliar with Web 3. It's mostly understood by tech professionals and cryptocurrency investors who are enthusiastic about blockchain. However, because of the productivity improvements it offers, it will unavoidably be integrated into our current Internet infrastructure. With Web 3 adaptation, public applications would rely on several nodes and servers across different countries. All the participants in a blockchain network, assuming they have a certain amount of digital currencies staked and a familiarity with blockchain transactions, will be a contributor of these new blockchain companies by acting as nodes operators, who essentially run the chain software by validating new blocks written to the chain and broadcasting them to the network. Everyone could be a node operator and there will not be a centralized entity that will have full power and authority. Despite the conflicting opinions, Web 3.0 and its associated technologies have certainly seen multiple use cases emerge since the term was first coined in 2006 by New York Times journalist John Markoff and popularized by Ethereum co-founder Gavin Wood. The use of cryptocurrencies and non-fungible tokens in the cryptosphere may be the most typical and well-like Web 3.0 use case. However, the value of Web 3.0, and hence, blockchain, can go well beyond purely financial transactions. Decentralized applications, for instance, are available for finance, arts, collectibles, and gaming, while NFTs can potentially reshape multiple industries spanning art, sports, entertainment, and gaming, among others. Just take a look at the content producers who may monetize their work without the intermediaries who would typically take a cut of the profits. Or the gaming sector, where players can engage in play-to-earn games and generate an additional source of income in the world we live in today, which is plagued by pandemics. Similar to this, the idea of the Metaverse has received a lot of attention recently and is closely connected to Web 3.0. While much of the Metaverse activity to date has been confined to specialized sectors like NFTs and GameFi, the trend has been developing steadily and is now generating more interest. People can buy and rent properties in the Metaverse, and this is definitely a game changer for traditional real estate investors. Additionally, a number of musical artists have already played in private shows in the digital world, such as Justin Bieber or Snoop Dogg. Metaverse technologies may also be able to improve the accuracy and speed of surgical procedures in the future. Developers can model the virtual world in real time using Nvidia Omniverse, a scalable simulation and development platform that was created to build the Metaverse. This bodes well for the future of the Metaverse as more developers come on board to develop the infrastructure for the Metaverse. Decentralized finance is gaining traction, as shown by the 1,200% rise in total value locked in DeFi protocols in 2021 alone. DeFi, a key element of Web 3.0, makes it simple to conduct real-world financial transactions on the blockchain and increases financial inclusion for people who have previously been excluded from the existing financial ecosystem. Web 3.0 has the ability to bypass walled gardens and return power to the people, yet there have also been criticisms of such idealistic claims. For instance, the ownership and distribution of many blockchain networks is actually unfair. As a result, the ownership of many of these protocols is concentrated among early adopters or supported by venture capital investors, meaning that the true power still rests with a select few. Similar to how concerns about Web 3.0 becoming just another walled garden have been voiced by tech titans like Microsoft and Meta entering the game. It is yet uncertain how this will play out as Web 3.0 develops. But one thing is certain, Web 3.0 will be more heavily influenced by the general public. Decentralization and deglobalization are, after all, the Internet of the future. If you enjoyed the video and you want to hear from us again, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and share your thoughts on the comments below before you hit the beach. Peace.